Hey, how you doing, y'all? Oh my God, it has been a long time since we started a Facebook Live. But hey, listen, I'm gonna show you. Look at the weather, for God's sake. Living in the Midwest. Hey, Ryan, you gotta get prepared. If your assignment is gonna be in the Midwest, like you can never predict the weather. Hey, how you doing today?
I'm good, real good. How are you?
Awesome. I'm amazing. Actually, I know we agreed that this live interview is going to be at 10 a.m., but I don't know. For some reason, I messed up. I thought it's 8. So we're doing it 8.
Yeah, we
Hey, how
messed
you?
up in a lot of ways.
I know.
But we're
But
here. We have some people watching us too.
correct. Let me see. We have Virgil. Hey, Virgil, how you doing? She's saying 2 of her absolute favorite bloggers. Thank you, Virgil. I mean, Virgil is amazing. She has been bringing a lot of attention to my YouTube channel and to my Facebook group. I mean, forever, I'm thankful. So, Virgil, if you have any questions regarding the I-140, if you want to ask Ryan, you can just put your question down below. Let's go. Hey, Ryan, for some of the guys who don't know you, I mean, we've known each other for a year now, right?
Yeah, about a
Almost a
year.
year. Yeah, because I arrived to the States April 15 last year. So in like
Mm-hmm.
6 days, I will complete my first year in the United States as a US resident.
Are you
So,
gonna celebrate your anniversary?
well, I don't know, maybe I'll do like a YouTube live or something. Bring a small cake. I don't know. If you have any ideas, just put them below in the comment section. All right. So, Ryan, for some of the guys who are watching who don't know you, tell us a little bit about yourself.
So I'm a registered nurse from Finland. I work in a PCU, so I work in acute and critical care settings. I signed up with AVANT April 2016, and I am now just waiting for my visa.
Wow.
I don't know if you can hear me, but everything froze.
Can you see me now?
Yeah,
Can you hear
it's
me
fine
well?
now. It's fine.
Okay, awesome. You know, I don't know, technical difficulties. Maybe I changed Windows. I went to Facebook to see if everything is going smoothly, and then the
I got a
connection broke.
notification you changed layout or something, and then it dropped. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. Anyways, how long have you been a nurse, Ryan?
This January, it was 4 years.
Oh, amazing. 4 years. 4
Four
years
years since
of
I graduated with a BSN.
amazing. And when did you apply with Avant?
I think that was April or March or April 2016.
2016. So you had like 2.5 years under your belt when you applied with Avant?
Yeah.
Wow, good. So tell us about the requirements. I mean, people ask me, a lot of people sent me emails and they say like, we want to apply with Avant. How do we start? And what are the requirements? So can you tell us briefly about the requirements for a registered nurse to apply with Avant?
Yeah, as far as I remember, they require that you have a bachelor's degree in nursing, and that degree has to be evaluated by a agency that each state states on their website.
Mm-hmm.
They also want you working full-time in acute care, so you cannot work in long-term facility or something like that. And they require, I think, 1 to 3 years of work experience. But I actually had a friend who wanted to apply and asked about when she can apply with her experience. And they
Mm-hmm.
said you can apply at 8 months because all the processes going on before you actually get to your visa stage will take a lot of time.
Yes,
And that's
true.
how you get your work experience, but you have to maintain that work.
True. So to apply with Avant or any other agencies, but with Avant, you need to have at least 1 year of experience, maybe 8 months, and you need to be a bachelor degree. You need to work in a tertiary hospital in a facility that has more than 100 beds. And the most popular
audio
units
dropped.
that I dropped again.
Now I can hear you.
Okay, can you see me?
Yes, now it's fine.
Okay, so you need to be working in a hospital more than 100 beds, and the most favorable departments are critical care, med-surg, cardiac units, something like that. But they do not like outpatient settings, so you need to be inpatient and in a hospital that has more than 100 beds. Okay, Ryan, so tell us, where are you in the process?
So about 3 weeks now, I had my I-140 petition filed again for the second time, because the first one I got a denial, and now last Friday, 4 days ago, I was finally approved. Yay!
This is, you know what I tell people? I tell people, like, when you pass your NCLEX, that's okay. When you get your sponsorship with an agency, that's okay. But when you get your I-140, that's the time to celebrate, because everything after that is just paperwork. Even the U.S. Embassy interview, it's just, like formal, Yeah,
I was actually thinking about this today, like all these other steps in the process, even the major step of passing the NCLEX, it's like, all right, fine. But now having the initial approval, and actually it was 15 days on the dot with premium processing.
Yeah, that's amazing.
I felt so relieved, and I feel like now I can actually see that I'm achieving my goal, and I can plan. And I actually feel kind of worried if I have enough time to get rid of all the furniture and stuff. And it's happening so soon.
True. Now I think your time frame is anywhere from 4 to 6 months. I mean, by 3 to 4 months, you will hear back. You will get an email from the NVC telling you when your interview is at, and it will be like 2 months after you get the email. So for me, I got my email from the NVC on my birthday. It was December 30. I swear to God, December 30, noontime, I got an email saying that my interview is going to be on February 13. So you get an email, and then your interview will be like 2 months ahead of that. So that's amazing. I mean, like, all the stress is relieved. You've been approved for your I-140. Everything after that is, just formal, just technical paperwork and stuff. So
yeah, it's just formal, but I keep reading these forum posts about, the how people are very nervous during the interview or at the port of entry. But I'm like, that's nothing. If you don't have a criminal background or anything, it should be just a smooth cruise.
True, but for me, like, I felt the same thing. It's just the thought process that I came to the States like 4 times before that. I stayed 6 months in 2015, so I was preparing myself to tons of questions. We had our baby in 2014 here in the States, so we had all the paperwork, like we paid our bills and stuff like that. So I was worried, like, even when we got to the customs and borders here in the United States, we were worried that they might ask us questions and stuff. But listen, no questions asked. After you get your I-140, that's it. Like, even the U.S. Embassy interview, it was just formal. Hey, Khaled, how you doing, man? Khaled actually is tuning in from Qatar. I've known him recently, and he's also on the process for his pursuing his dream, his American dream.
Khaled.
All right.
Can you hear how I pronounce the ha?
Yeah, I know. Okay, so timelines. Just give us some timelines from the time they filed your I-140 the first time, and then you got the denial, and then how long did it take for them to refile again?
So if I can go back and clarify, when I applied with AVANT in March or April 2016, I was delayed because I had some problems getting my documents from the school because it was, closed during summer. So your someone else's process might be shorter when their PD is current than mine because I have these issues. But with immigration, I passed my NCLEX first of all on July 20th. And funny thing, I got my license in 36 hours. What is that? You don't even get quick results before 48 hours, but I got my license.
I know. That's crazy.
Yeah. So 5 weeks later, August 28th, my first I-140 was filed. And then 5 months later, I got a denial. Actually, you mentioned your birthday. I had my birthday on January 10, and I was really hoping that I'd get my approval then, but it never came. And then I got my denial.
So let me see. How did you feel when you get denied? I mean, I know, hey, these are facts, right? It's not racism, it's not discrimination, but these are facts. You're from Finland. Your country has no problems with the United States. Even it's even one of the favorite countries to the United States. I mean, if we're talking politics and stuff.
Yeah.
And you're white. I mean, like they call me brown here in the States. I consider myself white, but I mean, like, you're white, you're from Finland, you don't have a criminal records, and still your I-140 was declined. Like, what was going into your mind? Like, why? What the fuck? Like, why did they decline me?
Emotionally, I was very disappointed, of course, just the fact that I was denied. But when I had some time to think about it, I realized that, especially remembering what Trump had said about Norway and Africa, I don't want to be racist, but that's what he said. I felt like really this proves that the way the USCIS works is you cannot predict how they will make their decisions, which has been the worry for everyone these days. Now the audio and video dropped again.
Hey, can you see me now? Ryan, can you see me now?
Yeah.
I know it's my connection apparently. Okay, so you got your I-140, you were very upset about it, and then when did AVANT reapply for your I-140?
They sent me the email about the denial, and they already had the plan in place. And they told me that it would take about a month and a half. So that was March 15 to March 30th.
Okay.
31st, actually. And my second filing was within that time period, March 23rd.
Okay. So they said they're going to refile in like 6 weeks, and they did refile in 6 weeks, right?
Yeah. Because with the high volume of the requests for further evidence and denials, they have a lot of people to refile again. And so there were some people who had been waiting for a longer period than I had. And so they had to file those again before me. So I was fine with waiting because I knew that they would file with premium processing, and that's 15 days.
Yes. Hey, Bilal, how you doing, man? Bilal actually is Lebanese. He's tuning in from Lebanon. This is Khaled. He's saying, Ahlan, how are you? means hello, welcome, how are you? So Virgil is asking, which state did you get your license with?
So AVANT chose Colorado for me.
Yeah, Colorado.
And that's where I got my license.
So so Colorado, it doesn't require a social security number, and it does not require what is that? Social security number and CGFNS certificate, right?
Yeah.
So it's just CES report and then NCLEX.
Yeah, that's right. But I had to send in a paper application. I sent it to AVANT, and they forwarded it to Colorado.
Oh, really? That sucks.
But it was fine.
Yeah. I mean, if I remember correctly, I did send a paper application for the state of Michigan when I was here in the States. I filed, yes, I filed, and then I went to FedEx and I faxed it.
Yeah.
Okay. So you got your approval.
Mm-hmm.
What is the plan from now on? Like, what did Avant tell you? What are you doing currently?
So it's expected that the NVC will get back to me in about a month. So a week before that, so in 3 weeks' time, I should uh, scan my documents for my
Uh-huh.
Avant representative, and then those documents will be ready to be uploaded on the NVC application.
So these documents are like, civil documents?
The civil documents like birth certificate, the police certificate,
Uh-huh.
and scanned picture of my passport. Only the first page, like the biographic data.
Yes. And did you file those for Avant previously, or this is the first time?
I did do them previously, but they want current ones. Like the police record in Finland is actually valid for only 3 months,
Mm-hmm.
and we don't have a birth certificate per se.
No.
No. So
Okay.
I was a little bit worried, but I checked the USCIS website and they have the country specific criteria, so it's fine. I'm
Oh,
relieved.
okay. That
We
was
have
like,
this
oh, really?
we have this national database that you send a request to the magistrate and they send the document to you, so
I
it's
see.
fine.
Oh, okay. Okay, I see. So how do you upload like your documents and stuff like that, like your passport and your civil documents? What do you use?
So I have to scan them. I have a scanner at home, and I need to combine those pages on a PDF or something like that to send them all as a one file to Avant. I think my immigration specialist is the one that I need to address the email to.
So
I'm not sure.
previously, yeah, so my question is, previously, did Avant tell you about certain applications on your iPhone that you can use that will enable you like to scan documents and like crop them and put them in a PDF and send them? It's like easy peasy.
Yeah, I've heard about those applications, but the email also said that photos taken with your cell phone do not replace scanning a document. They won't
Yeah.
accept pictures.
So for me, what I did, because hey, I was living off the floor when I was back home, literally off the floor. So I
Mm-hmm.
had no printer, no scanner. I had my phone and I had my laptop. So everything I did is off my phone. And some of the pictures had fingers in them. So because like I'm holding my passport, taking a picture and stuff like that, and then they just emailed me back, oh, Mo, we don't want fingers in the documents. So I had to like properly take photos, and then I uploaded everything from my phone. So for some of you guys who are worried that they don't have a scanner, they don't have printers, stuff like that, I mean, you can do everything from your phone, and Avant provide applications and directions for that. Okay,
I think it's
so
fine as long as they accept it.
correct.
And also, if your hospital has a scanner, that might solve the problem.
100%. So I had a question.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have any statistics regarding denials and EB3 visas?
Uh, I have them on the other browser here. Let me check it.
So Virgil is saying that she also sent a paper application for her NCLEX or whatever. So Virgil, which state are you applying to? And Bilal is saying, I wish I can follow you guys. I am on duty. No problem, man. You
Oh.
can always watch the repeat. It's not a problem.
Mm-hmm.
All right. We got 7 people watching. Hey, listen, spread awareness. Share this video right now and smash that like. Share a video right now and smash that like. All right, we're waiting on Hamis.
Yeah,
So
I'm
what do
ready.
you
I
prefer?
have it up here.
Oh, you have them? Okay, let's go. What are the statistics that you have? Denials.
So I actually don't have on the denials. I have statistics on approvals.
Okay.
On
That's
statista.com, that I found a specific statistic for the EB3 category, which is what we have in employment-based category, third preference for us nurses.
Yes, and we're gonna drop a link for wherever Ryan is talking about. We're gonna drop a link in the comment section so you guys can get encouraged and you can see, you know, what she's talking about. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, so this statistic goes from 2010 to 2017, the last year being the year that President Donald Trump took over. And I found this statistic interesting because all the numbers from the Obama years are above 37,000 immigrant visas in EB3 category. And then along comes Trump, and the number drops to 23,000.
50%.
Yeah.
He had 50% sale on everything.
Yeah, I just feel like the RFEs and denials and everything, all the waiting, it takes a lot of patience, and people get discouraged when they get denials and they have to wait again. But it's been a crazy year. It's been an exceptional year.
True.
But I think this year things have seemed to improve a little bit. I don't know any statistics, but I've been hearing about a lot of approvals instead of denials.
I mean, that's 100% true. I'm telling you, in the last like 6 years, and I'm not talking statistics, but I'm talking from what I know. So last year, the last 6 months of 2017, you know, there's always at least one Alpha Slice member on every batch that go to AVANT. So they've been having around 14 to 18 nurses every 2 weeks in the last 6 months of 2017. But like starting 2018, the number has been up to like 30 nurses every 2 weeks coming from overseas. So I'm sorry, it's not 30 nurses. It's a combination between nurses and physical therapists. But the physical therapists are always at 3 or 4 every batch. So you've got like 26 pure nurses coming from overseas every 2 weeks. So I guess this is encouraging, and a lot of people have been getting, you know, approvals, and I guess this is amazing. Buba is actually asking, what's the reason for RFE? What's the reason for the denial?
So RFE stands for Request for Further Evidence. For some reason, the USCI officer is not impressed by the application. Maybe they need more information on your education, more information from your sponsor, anything that will make them feel like you're a reliable person to have them let you in the country as a permanent resident.
So they literally like specified that they want more evidence regarding your education, right? And then some information regarding your employer. So what happened with me, you know, during the I-140, I didn't have any denial, but when I went to my US embassy interview, they said that the tax form is not updated. So they have like the 2015 tax form, and they want the 2016, like the latest tax paid or whatever. So, and I had another issue. So I had to fix both these issues, and they were fixed within like 10 days or so. And then I had another interview at the US Embassy, and they approved everything.
Yeah, and with AVANT, I understood that the reason AVANT nurses were getting RFEs in such large numbers was related to the words on the employment agreement. Somehow the USCIS wanted that AVANT offers a permanent, as in like a lifetime job to their nurses as a guarantee, but then again, that's illegal. So what do you do?
True, that's totally illegal.
Yeah. So AVANT decided to rework the employment agreement send that agreement over to their nurses, have them sign it, and then refile with this new agreement. I guess some people had to wait for a bit longer because the process was going on, the process of rewording the agreement. But at least from my experience, I can tell that it worked. You know?
Well, that's very good. I mean, like, whatever I always tell people, like, if you have a bachelor, you pass your NCLEX, you don't have to worry about anything. Eventually, you're gonna come to the United States. Just hang in there. There's a lot of bumps along the way, but if you are with AVANT, they will find a solution to every single problem. So just stay tuned, stay put. Patience, right? Give us an advice on patience. Give us a single advice on patience.
Patience.
Is it important? Is it important in the process?
It's important. It's really important because I was going to say that before I got approval, I felt this a certain level of uncertainty, and I think that provoked kind of paranoia about what it is about me that makes me, you know, kind of inadmissible to the US. What can I do differently? But I have the qualifications. I don't have a criminal record. I have a sponsor, a reliable sponsor that's well known in the US, especially now with the acquisition by the Jackson Healthcare. There's nothing wrong in my application per se, but there's just some obstacle that will be eventually resolved.
True. So Virgil is saying that Ryan, you explain it better than the recruiter. I mean, that's what we are here for. I mean, like, I came to the United States, right? I had tons of questions. Some of them were answered. Some of them I had to discover them and experience them on my own. Even till today, there are some stuff that I experienced that I wish I knew before. I mean, that's what Alpha Slice is here for, right? That's why Hamis Vlogs are here for. We are here to support you guys, give you more awareness, and get you really prepared for your journey when you come to the United States, right?
Hashtag transparency.
Hashtag transparency is my religion. All right, so Mona Lisa, she's asking, after NCLEX, you need to apply for a visa screen.
The visa screen is obviously a requirement, but you don't need to get it right after the NCLEX, not even before your I-140 is filed.
Yes, it is a requirement. You just pay for it. It's just paperwork. There's no, I mean, when you get your IELTS and your NCLEX, then your job is done. Everything else is the recruiter. So the visa screen, you don't have to worry about it. They just file it. I think it's $540 or something.
Yeah.
And Avant pay for that, right?
No.
You did? But they will reimburse it? They will reimburse it?
I actually, they had a promotion period sometime, and they offered visa screen for free for those nurses who applied during that period. But
what I
I'm
would
still
say,
waiting for my refund.
Yeah, keep your receipts. Most probably, if you were not refunded when you're overseas, you most definitely will get refunded when you come to the United States, you know, during your transition period. And keep your receipts for filing your taxes, because that is considered like moving expenses. I know it's like a year after whatever, but keep your receipts, because you're gonna use it like $540, right? Okay.
Yeah, that's a lot of money.
True. Every dollar counts when you come to the United States. Let's see. Virgil is saying, I have my bachelor, I passed NCLEX, but the waiting is heart-wrenching. What
I've
do you
actually
tell
been chatting with I've been chatting with Virgil, and she's talked about her situation. I won't go into detail about that because that's her personal life.
Definitely.
I really feel for her, and I hope that she will get approved soon and get to the United States soon as well.
I mean, Virgil, I'm going to tell you, listen, sooner or later, let me zoom this a little bit. Hey, sooner or later, you're going to come to the United States. So just be patient. That's all I have to say. Buba is saying, inspiring. Thank you, brother or sister. I don't know. But hey, if you don't follow us on YouTube, you should go right now. Subscribe to my channel, Alpha Slice. And hey, go and show some support to Hamis Vlogs. Just type Hamis Vlogs on YouTube, support her channel, subscribe to her, and don't forget to click that bell to get notifications, because YouTube these days, if you don't have that bell clicked, they will not notify you with new uploads. But hey, listen, you don't have to worry about that because we do it daily on the Alpha Slice. So just tune in every day and watch the video. Actually, today's video is up already. Have you watched it or not yet?
I did, yes.
It's a silly video. It is a silly video. It's not like nursing related or whatever, but you know, having fun every now and then. Virtual, no, don't do that. Don't do that.
I think for virtual and everyone else as well, I felt the same uncertainty and maybe even depression before I got my approval, but it's gonna come because all of us have fulfilled the criteria. We have all the requirements down. We're good people. We're nurses who want to do the best in this world. So the day's gonna come. It's just, you have to stay patient while waiting.
True. You know, like when I was back home, and I've said my story multiple times, I was working a full-time job. I had like 3 off days during the week. You're not allowed to work a part-time job when you're back home. Or if you want, you can work 2 full-time jobs, but that will fuck you up. So I was living off the floor and everything. So during those 3 days, you know what I did? I used to train a little bit, but all I would do is sit in the corner on my mattress in my living room, put my headsets, and just visualize. Like I was watching YouTube videos, but I wasn't actually watching YouTube videos. And I just visualized myself like walking the streets of Michigan, you know, working in a gas station, talking to people. And I would stay there on that mattress for hours. And I'm saying like 5, 6, 7, 8 hours sitting there just, and that's the only thing that took me out of my depression. I mean, if like me looking back at it, oh my God, I wish I used my time more productively, you know, instead of just sitting there. And you know, I wish I could, if I can tell myself one thing, you know, my like a year and a half ago myself, if I can say one advice, I would tell myself, hey, listen, it's gonna happen, don't worry about it, just live the moment, you know, live whatever time you've got left back home, because it's gonna happen.
Yeah.
So let's see. So Virgil was saying it's really hard to remain absolutely patient. I know, but I mean, like, you can't do anything about it, right? So Cholpon, can you pronounce that name?
I'd say Cholpon, Imana Lieva.
Okay. So how to find a sponsored hospital? Sponsored hospital? No. I mean, these days you cannot find a hospital that will sponsor you. No way. Hey, listen, I've tried it. 2015, I wasted tons of money going and applying for hospitals. As soon as they hear that you are international and you don't have a work permit, they would say, hey man, go to staffing agencies. After you apply, we can take you. But if you're asking about staffing agencies, you just have to email me. Email me at info, that's INFO, at alphaslice.org, and I'll provide you with information. This is actually Sybil, actually is my colleague at the hospital here. She's a triage nurse as well. She's tuning in, showing some support. She was a travel nurse making tons of money, and then she converted into like a full staff, you know, at our hospital, because our team is amazing. Like, she came as a traveler, she found that this is the best, you know, team, the best work environment, and she said, hey, listen, I'm staying, I'm moving. Actually, she moved from Texas or something.
I love the video that you made on your channel with your triage
yes
team.
You did. Oh my God, it took me like 3 days of editing and 3 days of filming it. But I mean, the fun part about it that the doctors were on board, and I had the permission to film in the cancer center, so I wouldn't say no for that. Let's see, Edward with the long 4 names is saying, for the 140 premium processing, will the results be out after 15 days? Well, Edward, yes, and this is a perfect example. Ryan had her answer for the I-140 in 15 days.
Well, actually, it's not 15 working days, it's 15 calendar days.
Well, that's even better. That's even
yeah,
better.
And the USCIS guarantees that you will get some kind of result in 15 days. It might be approval, it might be denial, it might be request for further evidence, whatever. You will get some kind of response in 15 days.
Well, that's great. Mona Lisa, after passing NCLEX and IELTS, just contact Avant and they will do everything. I mean, you can even contact Avant before passing your NCLEX and before passing your IELTS. If you have the requirements, I'm going to say them again, a 1 year of experience, a bachelor degree, and you are currently working in a hospital more than 100 beds, then you can go ahead and apply to Avant. They will sponsor everything. But if you know that you can apply for the NCLEX, pass the NCLEX in a shorter period of time, let us say like 2.5 months, then by all means do that. You'll save yourself like 3 or 4 months, because the Avant program to study for the NCLEX is like 4.5 months. But if you can do it in a shorter period of time, go do it. And then Avant will give you bonus for your NCLEX, and they will, I'm not sure if they will refund you, but you'll definitely get a bonus.
I think if a nurse has the NCLEX down before joining Avant, the Avant will sign the contract for 2 years only instead of 3 that I have.
Oh, maybe because I had my NCLEX. And then I applied to Avant. I got $2,500 bonus when I finished actually 60 days on the job here in the United States, and my contract is only 2 years.
Yeah.
So let us see more questions. Oh, we already saw that. Virgil, you guys have been a pillar of support. I really appreciate it. Hey, you're welcome, Virgil. Pillar. Let's see. Is it easy to be a travel nurse? Hey, travel nurse. If you're single, you'll make tons of money if you do travel nursing. Actually, you know what, Ryan, me and Damani were thinking the other day when I went, so after I complete my contract with Avant, I'm going to convert to a Carl employee. But after I complete my contract with Carl, I'm going to be a travel nurse. Like, I'm going to get an assignment in LA. I'm going to get an assignment in New York. I mean, I'll see. I'll test it for like a year or so. I'll get maybe 3 or 4 assignments during that year. I'll make shitload of money, and then we'll settle in a state. You know,
I was thinking you had such a bad fight with Amani that you're gonna go away.
No, I mean, she said because both.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah, no, I know. Because both of us are nurses, so we can get travel assignments. Both of us, like we'll sign a contract with the same company, and then we'll do travel assignments in the same hospital, and they would love that. Like the options that you have in the United States are unlimited. It's freaking like Wonderland. So if you're a nurse, oh my God, after you finish your contract, I mean, you have tons and tons of options.
Actually, so many people ask me why I want to move away from Finland. They're #1 on the happiness index.
True.
But
I know.
Sure, things are very good here. We have freedom and we have happiness and all that. But I feel like we don't have job opportunities. We don't have career ladder as in the US. The initial pay that I get as an entry-level nurse is about the same that I would get right before, up to my retirement. And that's ridiculous.
Yeah,
there's nothing to wait forward to. There's no motivator to, keep continuing education and keep working.
Yes, true. So Joy is asking, is there any requirements to be a travel nurse? No, you just need to be a free agent. So if you are under Avant, you cannot do travel nursing. But other than that, You just do, like, if I'm licensed in Illinois and I want to work in LA, I have to do that. Licensure by,
Endorsement.
yes, licensure by endorsement, and then it takes like 4 to 5 weeks, and then you can work in that state. It's not a big deal. Mona Lisa, she's saying, what if you are currently nursing home nurse? Avant will not sponsor you. I mean, I'm sorry, but they will not. You can always, like, I don't speak on behalf of Avant, but from my experience, a lot of people have been working in nursing homes overseas, and Avant asked them to move to like a tertiary hospital in a inpatient setting in a hospital that has more than 100 beds.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have any experience with that?
No, I don't.
Okay, so let's see. Thank you, Virgil. Okay, so these are the questions that are that were down in the comment section. Do you have anything to add for the people?
I'm just really excited about this process right now after the approval. I feel like
Yeah,
my American dream is in my hands almost. I can
it is.
almost touch it.
It is. And like, you are one of the nurses that I admire, and you like to give back to the community. You like to the nursing community or to the international nurses. When I asked you for an interview at the beginning, you were it was it before you got your NCLEX even. You were so on top of things. Like, you said, yes, I will do it. And then a lot of people, like, we had very positive feedback from your interview. And then now, after you got your I-140, you volunteered for an interview just to inspire people, and that is amazing. And after you come to the United States, hey, we're gonna set up an interview as well, and we're gonna show people, like, hey, listen, I have approached, I mean, every single nurse who get an email from me, I would ask them that question. Do you want, or are you interested to be on a live interview with me? And, most of them, I don't like to beg people. I know my passion, my inspiration, I like to give it or bounce it on others. Some people just don't want it. And some people say, yes, yes, yes. And you keep, like, scheduling and rescheduling and rescheduling. And I would say, what the fuck? Like, either do it or not. Don't freaking waste my time, right? I'm a busy man. But hey, listen, if you like this video and you haven't smashed that like button, smash it right now. Share it on your Facebook. And some people don't like to share stuff. Why? I mean, why? Let's share our videos. And if you haven't subscribed to Hamis Vlogs channel, go and subscribe right now. If you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, go and subscribe right now. All the links gonna be down in the description box. And I just opened a Patreon account, so go check me out on my Patreon. Support your boy. Do you have one last word to say?
I mean, thank you all for being here. It's a very inspiring community, and I'm really grateful that I can give something of value to others.
I know. I mean, as soon as we sign out, I mean, I will feel better about myself because I know I've answered other people's questions. Yeah. And we've been online, we've been live for like 45 minutes or so. Excuse us for the technical difficulties and going offline every now and then. But if you like this video, smash that like button. And if you have not subscribed to our channel, go and subscribe. Until next time, be an alpha slice.
Bye.